What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Halucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I'm back with another Raw review talk thing. I got my handy dandy notebook. Oh, and I just dropped my mic. Okay, cool beans. This part. Yeah, this part, Raw. Up there, SmackDown. Raw was, it was fine. There was some good stuff in here. I watched some of the matches. Some of them I just watched a couple of clips. Most of them, like if I was really interested, I watched the full match. What I did on this one, which I might start doing, I don't know. I just keep doing stuff. What I did this time was I went in order of what I wasn't excited for, what I was excited for the least, to what I was mostly excited for, and I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to talk about how much it was good or not good. So, first up, what I was so not excited for, what I did not care for, and I knew I wasn't going to care for, was Natalya and Tamina versus Doudrop and Eva Marie in the tag match. I don't care. Didn't care about it. I saw the clip of the match, and I still didn't care. Not really into Tamina like that. I like Natalya, but I'm really not into them as a tag team. I love Doudrop, aka Viper Niven, but I didn't care about it. Alexa did a thing on the screen where so Doudrop obviously got in. I think Eva Marie got hit or kicked or something like that, and she tagged in Doudrop, and then she did her thing, which was a couple good stuff with Natalya. She did a cool fun splash thing on her. And then I think Tamina was in there. She did something to Tamina, and then of course Doudrop wants all the glory, or Eva Marie wants all the glory. She tags herself in. She goes for the pin. Of course, Tamina kicks out, and then she's about to do whatever she's about to do, and the screen goes to Lily, and she's like mocking Eva Marie, and she says, "The Lilly-lution has arrived." And I laughed. I thought it was hilarious. She turns around, super kick by Tamina. They win. Yay. Next up, stuff that I didn't care about, which was actually kind of interesting a little bit, was the 24/7 stuff. R-Truth is hilarious. He has like a Simon Dean headset on. He's talking throughout the whole match. Reginald comes in like Sin Cara, but cooler. He does like a whole flippy, dippy somersault thing. It was fire. He did one of those things, landed nicely in the ring. And then he did some acrobatics, flippy stuff on R-Truth to get the win and retain his title. And then the 24/7 division came out, which is what it is. By this, it's Tozawa, it's R-Truth, it's Reginald, it's Drew Gulak, and I think it's Lucha House Party, who's sometimes there, who's also sometimes in the tag team division. And it's Humberto Carrillo, who just had a title shot against Sheamus, and now it's back in the 24/7 division, and that just is what it is. And they went to attack him, and then he did the flippy thing outside the ring to him on his feet. Pretty okay. Next up, again, didn't really care about Drew versus Veer. Drew comes out. Everybody loves Drew. Jinder comes out with an attorney and Veer. He says, "Hey, I'm going to before we beat you up, I'm going to give you a chance to apologize for taking, for hurting them, for hurting Shanky. I think it was last week." He wasn't saying anything. The crowd was booing. He was like, "Hey, this is my attorney. He paid him a lot of money, and he will sue you. I will sue you, and I will get all your money." and he said, "One last time, we can end this. Apologize." And Drew was like, "Hey, should I apologize?" He's like, "Oh, we got the crowd." He was like, "Well, give them two options. One, should I apologize to them? I buy a steak dinner tonight." Everybody says, "No, boo, boo." Or should I kick his head in and beat him within his inch of his life? Everybody says, "Yeah, kick his head in, murder, murder, murder." And then he said, everybody was going to be chanting at home, on social media, tweet it, "Drew's going to kill you." And that's what they started chanting. And then the match happened. It was fine, I guess. Drew. This was weird too. So Drew's tossing Veer around like a rag doll. Jinder has a chair. He brings it in, or he slides it in for Veer. Veer holds it in it like he holds it. He's about to hit Drew with it. Drew claymores Veer with the chair, and then the ref calls for the bell. He's like, "Hey, you can't do that. Blah blah blah. Drew, what is wrong with you?" And then the announcer was like, "Oh, it calls for disqualification. Use the chair to kick him in the face. Blah blah blah." And then the announcer goes, "Here's your winner, Drew McIntyre." And he was like, "Well, I guess Jinder's the one that brought the chair in, so I guess, that was calls for disqualification." I was like, yeah, that was awkward. Yeah, horrible. Other next up stuff that I sort of really, I kind of was curious about, but really not that curious about. Nikki comes out. Of course, we love us our Nikki Cross, or Nikki Ash, almost a superhero Nikki. She comes up and she is pretty much saying that, it's dream come true. You can always be a superhero, or you can always be a champion. She was this close to being Charlotte Flair. Anything is still possible. Blah 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 blah. Charlotte Flair comes out. She commands attention. She's like, you're trash. You're nobody. You're this pretend superhero that doesn't deserve to be in my ring. That deserve that championship. You didn't earn it. Then she was like, "You know what? It's not even your fault, really, honestly." He's like, "You know whose fault it is? You people." She threw the "you people" in there. It's like, "You people, this is all your fault. You guys are all jealous of me. Oh my god, get over it. Like, they always try that. They tried that with Becky, like when she to do the heel turn. She was like, "You people, you people, you people. You know why I'm like this? You people." Trash. So yeah, they're saying they're all jealous of her. Blah 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 blah. And then Rhea Ripley comes out, and so everybody starts bickering about who deserves to beat or face Nikki for the title at SummerSlam. Rhea said, "Nah, I'm the one that deserves it." It was like, "I had a match against you, and you purposely caused for a DQ because you know you couldn't beat me. So I'm going to face her and beat her." Nikki said, "Well, first of all, time out. Who told you that you can just beat me?" And they all bicker for a little bit. And then Sonya and Pierce come out. It was like, "Well, I got a solution. Triple threat match at SummerSlam. How about that?" And then Charlotte was like, "Well, that's I don't care about that. That's not fair. I deserve a match against Nikki, one-on-one, me and her, and to prove that she can't beat me, or prove that she's not in my league," or whatever it was. Nikki accepts, and then during one of these people's matches, but during somebody's match, it was on the thing. It said it was Charlotte versus Nikki for opportunity for a title match, even though they just announced that she was in the triple threat match, but now she has to earn the opportunity for the, I don't get it. Anyways, this match was pretty fun. Nikki's chest was hamburger meat. Charlotte was chopping her chest off. She was chopping her chest like it was nobody's business. yeah, they work well together. I kind of like, they've kind of been teasing the three of them for a while now, and I like that Nikki's champ. She's done good. The crowd seems to be behind her. I don't know about the live crowd. They're saying that the live crowd are booing her because I don't know if they don't get the gimmick yet. This is really just mostly for little kids and stuff like that. So, good for her. Yeah, this match was fine. It was good stuff. Good. There was a lot of DDTs on this show. She hit a DDT. That was all that hit a DDT because I haven't talked about the other matches, but yeah, she was one of many who hit DDTs. She went to go up, and she went to do her a crossbody thing, reversed into a pin by Charlotte Flair. She wins. Wasn't no finisher, no figure eight, no natural selection. It was learned from last week when I did my move. I roll over, caught you with the win. And then Kevin Patrick's KP, my boy, said, "Hey, you just got yourself a win over the Raw Women's Champion. How do you feel?" She was like, "How do I feel? Who is this for asking me how I feel?" I was like, "Of course I won. I'm Charlotte freaking Flair. Of course I won. Obviously, you can't beat me. I'm the best. Hey, sorry, not sorry. Nobody is on my level." And then Nikki said, "Hey, whatever, you won. I just proved that I can go toe to toe with you. I almost won. I want a rematch next week." And then she drops the mic. She said, can you pick my mic up?" She's like, "No, I'm not picking your mic." She's like, "Pick up my mic up." She's like, "I'm not picking it." She's like, "Pick up my mic." So Kevin Patrick picks up her mic. She's like, "I accept." So match next week. Rematch. Next up, you kind of be surprised that I kind of actually I cared about this match. T-Bar and Mace versus Mansoor and Ali. It was a short match, but I like Ali very much. I like Mansoor. I like T-Bar and Mace. I would like it if they were not T-Bar and Mace. But no, I like them all very much. This match, though very short, was like good stuff just from the beginning. I like the mentoringness of Mustafa Ali, what he's doing with Mansoor. And yeah, this match was good. As soon as the bell rings, boom, kick to the face with that drop kick, and then T-Bar and Mace is just murking on Ali. They did mention on commentary, retribution. Obviously, it's kind of hard to not mention that. A lot of that. Mansoor kind of gets out the way a little bit when he comes back in. T-Bar is there. DDT. This was a cool DDT though. Ali came, saved Mansoor, hit him with like a suicide DDT. That was fire. He was like, "Bro, what are you doing?" He was like, "Dude, that was awesome." He was like, "Hey, watch out!" And he tried to protect him from Mace. And then Mansoor kicked his hand, but Ali fell off. And then he does like this roll up thing for victory roll, I think it was, to get the win. It was kind of like Ali was kind of mad. He was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He was telling him to watch his back because they're still there. But then I think at the end he was like, "Okay, we got that dub." So it was fun. Krauski's behind them, and so am I. So I kind of hope next week they do a thing where it's like they look at the tables like, you see what you did wrong, and they do that thing, and maybe they get attacked or something like that. Maybe they have a rematch like the following week. I think the tag team division is doing pretty solid, and we'll talk about some more of that later. Next up, Lashley's challenge, or his response to Goldberg. He comes out. MVP says, "Give it up for your champ." I think the crowd cheers a little bit, but there was kind of like mixed with reactions. Like, oh, that's how you feel? It's like, well, this is why Tom Brady is the best, and he didn't need your city. Crowd boos, and then he was like, anyways, Goldberg. A lot of Goldberg chants, by the way. He said the only person who can accept your challenge is the man himself. He's like, "Hey, what do you think about Goldberg being next?" He's like, "I'm not going to dignify Goldberg with a response. He's not worth my breath." As soon as that happens, Cedric Alexander comes out. I was like, "Ooh, are they about to bring them back together?" And then he just talks trash and said that he wasn't like he kicked him out because he knew it was better than him. And then Sean Benjamin gets a nice pop. I was happy for that. Crowd seemed to like Sean Benjamin, and I liked he was walking out. He was like, "Before I get to you, Cedric, just to let you know, your voice is very annoying to everybody." And the MVP is in there laughing. Then he said, "Hey, how about you get a real man's challenge? I face you." And then they bicker, and then Bobby Lashley's like, "I'll face you both at the same time. Get a ref." And he mollywopped them both, and he pulled the Roman Reigns on a very lower scale, and stacked them. Except he didn't stack Edge and Johnny Bryan. No, he just stacked Benjamin and Alexander. But hopefully this probably gets them back together. Get them back together. Get them on the same page again. They're great. I need them. I need my boy Cedric and Shelton out the 24/7 champ title picture. Put them in tag team match, please. But yeah, that was great. Bobby Lashley did a jackhammer on Shelton Benjamin. That was great. And then he hit a Dominator on Alexander and pinned them both. That was fire. He was just throwing them around like nobody. That was great. Next up, Sheamus versus Priest. I was very excited about this match, and this match was very good because Sheamus and Priest are very good at wrestling. They big men who hit hard. Damian Priest was going after the mask off. Was going knees, feet, hands, like he ain't care about that mask. He was punching it, beating it up. He did a top rope, like he went like he had took his, I think he kneed his mask off or something like that, and then Shane did my face, and then he went to go on the top because I think he hit him with like a brogue knee for 2, and then I think he went to go up to the top. He does this little thing that he does, and then he gets caught. He gets on the top of the rope, and he walks the Sheamus walks the rope, and then gets choked off it. Fire. I was like, look at Sheamus out here walking the rope. I was like, look at Sheamus out here doing things that he don't ever do. So he hit that for a 2. Oh, I think he did like the Mickey Mouse thing to have it like come off or something like that. But yeah, these two did some stuff, some good stuff. Reckoning, 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest wins. This is one of those opportunity matches again, I guess. So I'm assuming that Damian Priest will get his match at SummerSlam. I have a feeling that Damian Priest might win, but I kind of hope that they have Sheamus keep it for this like one more time, and then they do the draft. Like at the draft, they do like one last match. They'll keep it till the draft, and then Damian Priest wins it there. Be fire. Then maybe he gets straight to SmackDown. Who knows? But yeah, that was all fire. Next up, AJ Styles and Omos versus Viking Raiders. I love everybody in this match. AJ Styles is probably my favorite wrestler in WWE right now. Omos is great. Viking Raiders got a nice pop from the crowd, man. It's good to know that the crowd likes the Viking Raiders. They get some love, and they get to show off what they can do. AJ Styles is very good at adapting with everybody because he's the freaking best. He gets beat up a lot. Almost comes in. He takes him out. Yeah, this match was pretty physical, man. Eric and Ivar. I like there was a spot where AJ Styles does a phenomenal forearm, and then Ivar did like cartwheels out of it, and then hits him with the clothesline that he normally does. They stop Omos a little bit for getting in the ring. Couple big knees from Eric for 2 very close 2s. Omos, when he gets in there, you already know when he gets in there. Thing, put that right there. I thought it was a garbage slider. Omos gets some big men stuff in there, some slams. He walks around with Eric and slams him. My house, roar! I like how he does it, and like the referees out there like just smiling. It's great. In the end, though, Omos, I think he hit like a slam on Eric, and then tags in AJ, who was getting murked throughout a lot of that match. This is a 450. You know, this 46-year-old man hitting a 450 picture perfect like it's nobody's business for the win. 1, 2, 3, and still Raw Tag Team Champions. Maybe until SummerSlam. Next up, Karrion Kross versus Keith Lee. This match was, it was there. It was a match. You know, it wasn't horrible, but man, sucks. Sucks for your boy Keith Lee, but man, somebody had to win. Obviously, Jeff Godspeed is said to have been tested positive for COVID, so he couldn't get beat up by Karrion Kross this week. So I guess it had to be Keith Lee, even though they could have used anybody on the roster, anybody from the 24/7 division, but they decided to use Keith Lee. I kind of hope, because they kind of did this with Shelton Benjamin, I think, that Keith Lee gets recruited by Hurt Business. They do like a Hurt Business 2.0. Maybe another week, maybe he has another match against whoever, and then he loses again, and then maybe like he gets frustrated, he's backstage and he's frustrated. Maybe MVP comes up, you know, he was like, hey, I know it's unfortunate you lost, but hey, you got potential, you know, he got potential, all this good stuff. Bobby likes you, you know, you have your spot in the Hurt Business, and maybe kind of declines or something like that. And then maybe he joins Hurt Business, maybe at SummerSlam, he helps him win. And honestly, I would love T-Bar and Mace to be part of Hurt Business too. Just take out the T-Bar and Mace thing and just do Dijak and Dio, especially because like Keith Lee and Dijak have like history and stuff together and stuff like that. So I love for like that to happen, for Dijak and Mace to be the tag team, Keith Lee be Intercontinental U.S. champion like in that thing, and then Keith Lee be WWE champion until maybe they put the belt on Big E. Maybe, I don't know what they're gonna do, but eventually maybe they'll split. Keith Lee will be big boy babyface, and then maybe he beats Bobby Lashley for the title. I don't know, but yeah, this match was very short compared to the Takeover match. Keith Lee gets some good offense in there, but Kross is just Saito suplexing him all over the place, and then he hits him with the elbow thing, cross jacket, got it in for a good 30 seconds before Keith Lee tapped out. Keith Lee loses. I really want Scarlett to be up there. Like, if he's gonna do this like full time, I hope Scarlett's there, because he's just there, just yeah. And the last match that I was very excited to see and was very good in my eyes, Matt Riddle versus John Morrison. These guys can wrestle in their sleep and put on a 4-star match in their nightmare. This match was good. As soon as the bell rung, Matt Riddle is very much over. They do a lot of the technical stuff, and then they do flippy stuff, and then Miz gets in the way, and then Matt Riddle like kicks his wheelchair again. He goes back and he does the little thing again. He's like, hilarious. There wasn't a lot of like top rope flippity dippity stuff. This was a lot more technical, but you know, got to show some power. There was a thing where Matt Riddle went to do the thing kind of what Daniel Bryan does when he goes on the top rope and he does a flip thing. Matt Riddle did that to John Morrison, and then he like ran and he like caught him and hit him with a suplex. That was dope. AJ Styles and Omos come out because they had devised the plan earlier in that night. I did see that. And they were just walking around the ring, and then Matt Riddle got the upper hand, and then he went to go for a floating bro, and it gets distracted because he's always easily distracted. He's like, bro, you're not supposed to be here, bro. Miz did distract him with the water thing before, but that's why he kicked him. But he was like, you're not even supposed to be out here, bro. And then AJ Styles gave Omos his scooter thing that he comes down in. broke a scooter, hurt his heart, and then John Morrison hurt him with that little slam thing that he did, which is dope. And then he kind of sort of botched the Starship Pain, but he ended up making it still good and more hurtful, and he gets the win. And then AJ Styles comes in the ring, beats him up, hits him with a Styles Clutch. Excuse me. And that was it. Crowd was chanting for Randy Orton, and he was not there. When he does come back and that music hit, that crowd is gonna go crazy. Yo, that crowd is gonna go nuts. When he comes out, oh, he's about, that crowd's about to go crazy. They're like, yeah, Randy Orton, Randy. Anyways, yeah, excited for that. Excited for that tag match at SummerSlam. I suspect them to win those tag titles at SummerSlam. Maybe after SummerSlam. What's after SummerSlam? What's next? Is SummerSlam? What month are we in? July, August, SummerSlam, August, September maybe. I think September's maybe Clash of Champions. I don't know. But they're going to eventually get those tag titles. And it's going to be great. Oh, yeah, Riddle tried to RKO. It didn't work. Yeah, it's going to be good stuff. I can't wait. Raw was decent. B-, B-, solid show. I messed my finger up doing that. Oh my god. I need the clippers. Oh, they're right there. But yeah. The first couple of stuff that it was just there, but there was no horrible matches. They were just there. They're building their stories to SummerSlam. So yeah. B-, 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 something in that area. 8.5, 8.3. What did you guys think of this show? Did you like it? I know it was 3 hours for you guys. It was only about an hour for me, if that. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think about the show? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. No, I'm not. Now.